Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to the farmhouse table. Listen, I hope you are all doing fantastic today. And talking about today, the time has come. I've got to get into this, what I'm calling pre-season pantry clean out. Now, normally when I do my organization or like closet clean outs, whether I get it on video or if I don't, it's like the dread, because you know what project ahead of you is not a small one. The day I'm recording this, we are a week and a day away from the big turkey gobble gobble day, y'all. So I just really want to get a handle on this pantry. It will just make the cooking, the baking so much smoother when you know where to find things. You're easily able to put things back, and just especially with baking and all the ingredients, you just keep yourself more organized, more mentally organized. So listen, let's let this be your pre-season pantry clean out motivation. You can watch this obviously any time of year, but we all know before those holidays, things can get a little chaotic. You're purchasing more groceries, so there's more things to go in. So we just need to, when I say we, I mean me. I need to get my life together here, and I need to get this thing organized. The biggest Band-Aid to rip off is showing it to you. It's horrible. I keep my house very clean and organized. This is the longest that my pantry has ever gone without being cleaned out. And we are not food wasters, but I'm telling y'all, I know that there's gonna be stuff we're gonna need to throw away. There's probably gonna be empty boxes in there. So I'm gonna get 2 trash cans out here. I'm gonna have a recycling trash can. I'm gonna go through, the first thing I'm gonna do is take everything out, and then we're gonna vacuum it, because I'm sure we have some like animal hair probably, you know, when you clean out your pantry and the floor, you're like, our food was around that? You know how it is. So I'm going to take everything out, and then I have plastic organizational containers. I may use all of them. I may not. Why don't I know? Because I don't have a plan. So welcome to my channel. That's how we do it around here. I pick up my camera and we just go for it together. So I suppose we shall say 3, 2, 1 and rip that Band-Aid off real quick. Here we go. Take it all in. Y'all, take it all in. Holy smokes. I mean, and you might have said, oh, I bet she made this look worse on purpose. Honest to God, I did not. This is what it looks like. I didn't change a thing. Oh my gosh. You know it's messy when your organizational stuff is unorganized. It's just a mess. I do have like these gray containers that I have picked up from Walmart, which are great. I have all different shapes and sizes of them. And then I do have this really great and convenient door organizational situation there where we hold a lot of, we've got our drink mixes, medications, spices at the top. But listen, the first thing, or I guess my first goal, would be to have space in here. And I know I will find that today. I'm so excited about it. I have, let's see, I have about an hour and 45 minutes to get this cleaned out before I have to go pick my kids up from school. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna clear some of my kitchen counters here because they have some stuff on them, and dishes in the sink too, which is a load of fun. Over here, I have some storage containers that I've already taken out. This goes with this. And I have, 4 containers here. I don't even know if I'm gonna use them or not, but we're going to do our best. At least we have tools that we can work with as far as organizational goes. So here we go. Let's empty out this pantry. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do my best to try to show you everything. We're in kind of a tight spot here. So that's the top shelf. And then down here under this flower here, this is the floor. So I'm trying to get everything in. I'm gonna see if I can push y'all back just a little bit. You know, me and my camera work here. It's just totally professional. Let's see, there we go. That's actually a lot better. You guys ready to do this? Should we do it together? Just get up, let's do it together. Even if yours is like a lot more organized, but it's not quite organized, let's still do it. You'll just get done a lot quicker than me. Well, look at that. Isn't that nice? I'm not taking everything out of here. It's going to be easier just to organize it with it already in there, if that makes sense. Y'all, it's like little Kodiak babies on the floor. Oh my goodness. There's so many dust bunnies. It's so crazy. But you're so cute. Y'all, I want to tell you this. Not tell you this. I want to show you this. Oh, it's gotta get ugly before it gets pretty. Oh boy. Look, he's like, what are you doing here, Ma? Yeah, you're a good helper, right? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I wanted to kind of explain something that I didn't explain before. So what do we even use our pantry for? And you're like, Amber, we've got it. We know what you use a pantry for, but ours is a little different. And it may be the same as what you do. A lot of you all know that we have, do I have something on my camera? Hold on. I think I got flour on it or something. It's a mess in here. Anyway, a lot of you know that we have a food storage room upstairs. And so what we use our pantry for is for open items. So open cereals, snacks, whatever. Okay, so if it's in the pantry and it's unopened, that means that we probably already have an open one in there, or it's just something that we don't need at the moment. So anything that's unopened, I'm gonna take it upstairs to our food storage room to allow more room in the pantry as well. So I kind of refer to our pantry down here as a working pantry. That's the one we work out of with open ingredients and that kind of thing. And things we wanna use up first when I'm meal planning, that kind of thing, so we don't waste food. Actually, after pulling everything out, there's not that much that needed to get tossed out at all. It was just like a baggie with like a half a cracker in it, that kind of thing. So that's how our pantry works. And then our food storage room, yeah, we'll use ingredients, for dinners and stuff up there as well. But, that's more of, storage rather than like everyday use. Although it's it's getting to everyday use because our food storage room is so low on food right now. And I know y'all have been asking about it. If I could go out today and spend $7,000 on groceries, I would. You know, we have something that we're working out right now that we need to get taken care of before we can make a commitment and spend a lot of money. And we also want to get stock up on meat in our meat freezer in the garage. So it's just a big commitment, you know, and I know that you guys will understand that. Obviously, I mean, we have, I don't want to be sharing too much information. I don't really like to talk about money, but you know, it's like we have money to do it, but we have a lot of things upcoming and there's something in the works that's working and it's getting resolved soon. So we have to figure that out first. Okay, was that good enough? Boy, talk about beating around the old bush. You know, listen, I share a lot with y'all, but I'm not going to share specific things. So there's just, I just can't. I'm sorry. I love y'all. You know it. Okay, so my next step, now that things are pulled out, well, obviously we are going to go ahead and vacuum the litter of dust bunnies in the pantry. I'm going to do that first. And then I just kind of have to decide how I want things to go. I know that I want to fill our containers. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of baking and a lot of cooking. I'm going to need the basics, powdered sugar, brown sugar, you know, all-purpose flour, whatever. So I want to get those stocked up as well, just, you know, with the idea of us, you know, us, like we're cooking together, you know, for the holidays to make sure we have things on hand down here. So I'm going to do that. Then I have kind of a goal. I noticed that we have a lot of snacky sweet things. We have Halloween candy that's left over. We have like random Reese king size things, and I saw a Twix, and we have like just random sweet things. I don't know. So I'm going to try to put those in a container. I'd really like to have like potato chip bags, that kind of thing, in one container so that you know that's where they're located. Pull them out from here, you know. So I think what I'm going to do, it's all so overwhelming. I think what I'm going to do next, well, I'm going to get those dust bunnies up, and then I'm going to kind of work on a snack bucket because there's like a lot of loose ends here. So let me get this vacuum going, y'all. All right, the litter of dust bunnies have been taken care of. Now I have a paper towel with some disinfectant on it, and I'm just gonna wipe the floor and the baseboards real quick. I'll tell you what, friends. I always tell you when I do baking and stuff, we use a lot of sprinkles. Apparently, I like to sprinkle the floor too, because the floor was sprinkled and it was pretty, but it doesn't need to be on the floor. So it's nice and wiped up now. So what I think I'm gonna do, we have containers, like for example, I just pulled this out. Now these things don't belong together, but I kind of want to go through the containers and put like items together. All right, so I'm going to use this big deep cube bucket for the sweet treats. So this wouldn't necessarily be things I'd put in their lunch boxes, but this is just like dessert, candy, stuff like that. Well, first of all, we have these little tiny hard candies. I actually have 2 bags of them here. that we use in the candy dish, like with a lid that I got from my mom. And so this is just to kind of refill those. And then, oh, I've got to get these to a lady in our neighborhood. She's hosting a cookie exchange, and I never use these, so she can use them. Aren't they so cute? They're from, I think, Hobby Lobby, I believe. See, they're like little gingerbread houses for the cookie exchange. I thought that would be really cute. There's 6 of them, but everything helps, you know, so I got to get those to her. Now, what I need to do, actually, I'm going to do this first. This is our Halloween candy. Dump that in there. Now the bowl can go back into Halloween decor. Then we'll toss these in. And the kids like to have marshmallows. Sometimes we'll just eat them, or they'll put them on hot chocolate or whatever. So I'm going to stick those in there. I have 1 Christmas tree cake. Let me tell y'all something. If you watch a lot of my videos, I'm in a book club, 2 book clubs, the game night, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I was at the book club, my spooky book club, and we host it here at my house. Somebody brought these. And those are my cheat nights. And I've never had a Christmas tree Little Debbie cake, snack cake before. I see why they love them. Yo, I thought it was delicious. And she brought them, and they had chocolate ones too, which I've never seen, but I controlled myself, and we just went with 1 Christmas tree. So anyway, it was delicious, delicious. Okay, so those, now I'm gonna put this to the side, because now anything else that I find, I'll just pop into this bucket. So that's kind of cool to do it that way. Now I need to find a big bucket for like chips and stuff like that. So I found this large bin. This is gonna be for snack food, AKA junk food. Oh, shucks. So, let's see. Oh, we've got popcorn here. I can just pop that in here. Wow. Nice play on words there, Amber. Way to go. And then I'm also, gosh, we're going to get rid of so many boxes and free up so much space. I could jump and click my heels. Oh, look, I found these. That's going to go in the sweet treat bucket. Oh, and I found this. It's a container of warheads. Y'all, let me tell you a little story. It's not a story. Sour stuff like this, like it shows people's like eyes bugging and their heads exploding. I do not like sour things. I don't like it. So those are getting poured right in. Forgot we had those. Now we can use that jar for something else or whatever. I'm also going to put these honey buns and these snack cakes in here. Now you might say, well, Amber, how do you know when they expire? Because it doesn't have an expiration like on the honey bun. Well, you're just exactly right there. Because until this is empty, you don't grab any more honey buns. You don't get any more snack cakes and that kind of thing, okay? So the kids know that. It's just that it's been so disorganized for so long that we weren't able to keep up with it. We also have Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. So those can go in there. So even if we get another bag of chips and we pop it on top, it's fine, you know, like it's easy. And honestly, like if you're making lunches or whatever, you can pull this out, you know, and grab what you need, that kind of thing. Look at all these boxes. Recycling. I love it. Okay. What are we going to work on next, y'all? Well, P.S. Let me lift the camera up. What beeping? I keep hearing beeping. Oh, and my camera's crooked. Did you drink your V8 today? Do y'all remember those commercials? Because I was crooked. Do you remember the V8 commercials where they said you didn't have your V8 or you need your V8 because people were like walking diagonal? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're like, okay. Anyway, what was I even saying? I don't know. I heard beeping noises and I've heard it a few times. I don't know where it's coming from, but you know what? We're just going to be okay here at the farmhouse table. By the way, do y'all like my sweatshirt? This was a gift from one of my sisters for Christmas. one year. I thought that was so sweet. And I wanted to be snuggly at school today. I usually dress up, but I was like, you know what? We're gonna be snuggly. We're gonna be snuggly. And I was still cold. Okay. Oh, what I was gonna say is, y'all, I found, look, I don't know how many there are. There's more than 2 of them. Oh. This is why, this is why you keep your pantries organized. I'm not telling you, I'm looking at myself, telling myself. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna look at everybody's expiration dates are looking good. Yep, everybody's still good. So what I think I'm gonna do, I have these airtight storage containers, and I think I'm just gonna mix them together and put it in there because I know for a fact that I'm gonna be using these this holiday season. Well, I know I'm gonna do it for Thanksgiving because I'm gonna try to do a pumpkin cheesecake. You know you'll see it, so whatever. I'm gonna take y'all, I'll take y'all with me. So let me find a container for that. All right, I got a little container. But anyway, so I just love like emptying these boxes and putting things together that you can, because you don't want to get crazy and like mix a bunch of things together and then like you have old food mixed with new food, because that'd be a little nuts. Now that I'm pouring this in, I hope that this all fits. Here, let me take you down there. Boop. That's where we are. Well, I think we're gonna be okay. I think so. I've had people ask, they're like, are you gonna have farmhouse table merch, like sell sweatshirts and stuff? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know the first thing about doing that. I'm learning this whole thing, y'all. I am learning this whole thing. I still edit my videos on my phone. Oh my goodness, because I don't even know how to do it on a computer. It's like, I don't get it. I'm sure one day I will be, you know, doing things differently. But honestly, the channels that, you guys tell me your opinion on this, but the channels that I find myself watching are people that it's not so, you know, filmed so correct. Like, it's like people walking around with their camera. Like, it's just really natural. Like, for example, she's in her apron, Kimmy. I've been watching her for a while. I do like her older videos, but they're just more nostalgic to me because, you know, her kids, like in their ages and that kind of thing. And it reminded me of how we were with our kids. Look at that, perfect. It's kind of like different colors. Oh, that's pretty. But anyway, I like to watch people that their videos are more like, you're just literally coming around with me. We don't have drones. We don't have anything too crazy, you know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Boop. Oh, you're in my charm bracelet and my sleeve. Oh, look at the mirror. Isn't that funny? Okay, I just really get a little nutty here. Okay. Wow. This is good. We are really bringing things together, and I like it. I like it a whole lot. So now I'm just like looking back. Okay, so what I try to do is I think of, what do we have a lot of? And I know what it is. Protein bars. We have a lot of protein bars. Jay's and I are the only ones that eat them. I mean, sometimes Ellie will, but for the most part, it's just the 2 of us. So I want to find a good container for protein bars. I know he has more protein bars somewhere. Oh boy. Oh, no, that's not it. Maybe not. Oh, here they are. Okay. I think that's all the protein bars. So he really likes these strawberry kind from Aldi that we get. And I've had them before too. I just don't eat them normally because they do have 12 grams of added sugar and I'm just not trying. So I usually stick with the Kirkland ones that are 2 grams of sugar. But anyway, I think this might be a great container. Yes, let me show you. Okay, see how these are fitting like perfectly in there? So we have unopened boxes upstairs in our food storage room. But this obviously hasn't been opened, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in here. We bought these all at the same time, so they're the same expiration date. This is amazing. Okay, so I'll add more of mine to the mix here, but this is gonna be a perfect container. We don't need to have more than this many protein bars in a container at one time. Okay, it's exciting. One thing, let me show you this real quick. Oh, and it's just a hot mess. This is a problem. Let me tell you, we have for foil, wax paper, plastic wrap, gallon-sized bags, quart, sandwich, snack. And the freezers are supposed to hold the utensils. Okay. Obviously, we have some remotes and batteries, and that's where we keep our lighters. But all these boxes that house these products are just like, where did I keep these? I think I kept them in here. I don't know. I'll fix it later. All these things were just scattered about in our pantry. Like, look at all this. So this is all these things could easily be put into those drawers. You know, you just let it go. You let it go. You let it go. I mean, time is flying when you're having a good time with your buddies. I'll tell you what, I have 45 minutes to do this before I have to go pick up the kids. Listen, if I don't finish and I need to finish after, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't want it to look so chaotic when the kids come home because they're exhausted and then they have to go off to track practice. So we still have time together, you and me. Oh, what I'm going to show you is the baggies. I'm just going to do a fast forward situation and get these items that belong in these drawers. Y'all, I'll tell you what. My mama used to tell me that I'm nuttier than a fruitcake. And that I'm so full of, my eyes are brown. She loved me. She loved me. All right, let's get this in. Well, unless we have tin foil in our food storage room, we're out of tin foil. I can't, this cling stuff, which I don't like, but we're using it up. Not cling, the press and seal doesn't fit. And these parchment papers are too long. So I have to continue to keep those in the pantry, which is fine. And then I also have sandwich bags that are, well, this one's not even open, so I can put that back up in the food storage. But this one is open, so I'm just gonna put this in the pantry as well. And I think the next thing I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to put the cereals. We have 2 cereals and 2 cereal containers. Well, isn't that special? That is really convenient, people. So, my kids know that when there's 2 cereals that haven't been finished, we don't purchase any more cereal. Now listen, if we have where we do the huge stock up and we have 10 boxes of cereal upstairs, which is a good possibility, they know we have them in expiration order and they can't get a new cereal until one of the containers is empty. There's a system here. A system. It's a system. Now, if I could just keep organized to make the system work, that would be fabulous. Okay, so I'm gonna get these cereals together. All right, so these are what they look like. Now, what I normally do is just, I know you can like pour the cereal on in, and you can, but y'all, I normally just keep it in the bag and just push it in here because these things are pretty tight. we're just gonna throw that box. They're pretty tight. So, I don't know. It just keeps it cleaner too. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Old Captain Crunch. That is one of Jay's favorites, but you can totally take it out. And it would be easier for him just to like lift the little lid and pour. Should I do that? It would be easier for him. I'm being selfish and thinking about myself. All right. What about the expiration date? I mean, you know what? It's not, when it comes to cereal, you know when it's expired, when it chews like styrofoam. All right, now he'll like that. Ugh, okay, nice and tight on there. Captain Crunch. Now, the other cereal that we have is really because of me, for making Rice Krispie treats. And you know what? We're making them. I make them every time we have a family gathering because besides Jay's, we have, I have some nieces and nephews that just love my Rice Krispie treats. So I have to make them. So let's just pour. I hope that this is big enough because this is a big old bag. This will be a perfect amount to make those treats for Thanksgiving. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I touched the cereal. Okay. Just kidding. I'm in the silliest. I've been really, I have been really full of joy lately, and we have a lot of things going on. Not a lot. Okay. We have some things going on that are really serious and very sad in our family, as far as some like medically. And to say that I'm full of joy could be offensive to people in the family. But you know what I'm choosing to do, and everybody mourns in their own way or that kind of thing, but mine is the celebration of life and just filling your heart and your mind and your soul full of amazing memories. And that just keeps me going. So I just threw that little tidbit out there for you if anybody needed to hear it. But that's just kind of how my mindset is, guys. And some people are like, oh my gosh, you're so positive all the time. No, I have my moments too, but you know, I'm not gonna, I'll record moments. I'll record moments if I have them, but not all of them. So I wanted to find, I have a glass jar. The kids love to grab a breath mint before school, but I need to find the jar. I found it. It has one breath mint in it already. So now they can just reach their little paw in there and easily grab one in the morning. Look at that. Oh, there's no trash bag. I forgot I moved them. Okay. What shall we do next? Oh, I know what I wanted to do next. I was thinking about it earlier. So we have like open bags of like chocolate chips, and I think we have some like cinnamon chips, and I think we may have some nuts, like, you know, like kind of baking things that are already open. I kind of want to put those together. The Heath toffee. We have just a slew of chocolate chips here. Oh, look at this. All right, cinnamon. Ellie tried these. Yes. I made her some kind of cinnamon roll. Yes, I did. Cinnamon roll coffee. It was cold coffee, I think. And I sprinkled these cinnamon chips on top. Whoa, right? So I have some chopped walnuts here that I could use for something. But look at all these bags of chocolate chips. I'm going to look at expiration dates for one. Oh, and then I have some pistachios. But let me do, come in a little close here. I get the no shell kind because my kids love to eat these. And pistachios, nuts are good for you in moderation, right? But they have a busy schedule. They only get 30 minutes for lunch. They don't have time to be popping some nuts out of some shells. So I get these. It's a great value brand. Pistachios, great value. $11. I'm not wasting a nut. You hear me? I'm using it right down to the last nut. That's right. I love pistachios though. And then I have these. Now these aren't for baking. So if y'all remember in my grocery hauls, if you've seen them, I was getting Carb Smart bars and they're still great and wonderful. But I was kind of getting like a little tired of them and I wanted to switch it up. And they're 150 calories and I kind of wanted to take that 150 calorie count and lower it a little bit. So I ended up getting, oh, and they also had like, I think 5 grams of sugar. So I got these instead. The ones I have upstairs now in our movie room, that's where I keep them, are dark chocolate. So I picked up some chocolate salted caramel and some peanut butter. And I thought that I'd mix all of them together. And I just pour out like 2 tablespoons of them for dessert. And 1 tablespoon is 60 calories. So it's 120 calories about of chocolate chips that I'm eating. Like I said, the other dessert was 150 calories. So it's a little less, but there's no sugar in these. And they don't cause that sugar-free GI situation because y'all know, you guys know. I mean, you might not. Listen, if you're new to my channel, I have GI and gas issues. So why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can hear more about it in the future. Okay. These are good. These are all, okay, those are almost the same exact date. What in the world happened? They're both September and October. September, October, November of next year. Yep, September. So I am going to put all these in a bag together. I'm going to do it. Now, the only thing is some of these might be mini, some of them might be big. You know what? It all tastes the same and it's all going to the same place. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to open these up and plop them in. All right, I've got to keep a check on time. I have 32 minutes before I have to leave. I feel like we're making progress though. It's still a hot mess, but things are being put in containers. And once you start throwing those containers back in, things start looking a lot better. All right, I'm just going to start throwing trash in the sink on top of the dirty dishes. Y'all, I love it. I love it. Oh, we got some minis. Oh, these are minis too. We have white chocolate chips. Let's see what, I don't know what the date is on those because I don't know if that's something Ellie opened. She's so funny. She'll make like a cake mug. So like a mug in the cake in the a cake in the mug in the microwave. And so sometimes she'll get like chocolate chips and stuff like that for that. All right, all right, these are still good. So I'm gonna keep these. I'll probably use them in the next couple months. They expire soon though. And then I know these are good. Yep, and I just got these, so these are fine. All right, so let me find a container for this. It doesn't need to be that big. Ooh, I got it. Don't you worry, I got it. I got these containers. A lot of them are from Walmart, but you know when they're all stuck together? I got these from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25. All right, so I'm just gonna put these in here. So you see what I'm saying, like baking stuff? And I know I'm not gonna bake with these, but I know where they're at with the other chocolate chips. And then I have some walnuts and I have some expensive pistachios. So those are all done. What else, guys? What else are we doing? I'm trying to think what else needs to go into containers. Like, what I try to do is, what do we have multiple items of that could be organized together? But I think that we're really winding down on that. Look at this, guys. Ellie loves to drink tea, and I do. Oop, I have hiccups. I do once in a while, but I'm such a coffee, water, Diet Pepsi, wine. Yes. That's what I usually stick to, but I do once in a while, I get that, ooh, let me curl up on the couch and, you know, read a book or listen to an audio book. So she loves this. We got this for her. I made her like a little cute basket. Oh, that was for her birthday. It was a fall basket, one of her presents. And she loves this black tea pumpkin spice. This is from Aldi. And also another favorite, which I like too a lot, is is it Bigelow? Isn't that something else? Oh, that's Gigolo. I was like, am I saying that out loud? Oh my gosh, what a goober. Okay, so Bigelow, not Gigolo. Vanilla chai black tea. Y'all, it's just, you just can't. She's crazy. You just, I don't know what to say. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, since I have a lot of things in containers, I'm going to go ahead and start putting some back into the pantry and then kind of see where we're at. All right, so I'm going to run back and forth getting things that are already packed up and ready to go and put it into the pantry. Y'all, almost forgot to take my vitamins. I took my vitamins. Oh my gosh. And they give me so much energy. They do. Because I need it. Anyway, and that brought me into a little segue situation. I don't even know how my vitamins came up. I guess I said I had to take vitamins in a video or something. I don't even know. But a few of you have requested to know what kind of items I take. So, okay, I'll do it. So I think it's going to be the next grocery haul. I will show you what I use, but y'all, I'm not your doctor. And I'm just like, I'll repeat this again, you know, in that video. I just don't want you to think like I'm like, here, take this and that. I'm just telling you what I do. Me. All right, I think I'm going to start with the cereal on top. In fact, I had to order, when I stopped the camera, I had to order some more vitamins that I only have 2 left. So I was doing that too. She's just multitasking over here. I'm telling you what. All right, there's the cereal. So the things that we use less is what I like to put on the top, but I do put those up there because they're tall, the cereal containers. And then the things that I normally put on the side are like the wax paper, and then we'll put the press and seal. I need to see if we have tinfoil up in the market, because today's Wednesday and I placed my grocery order on Friday for Saturday. But I also have to meal plan. But y'all, we also have Turkey Week. It's Turkey Week. It's like, it's happening. So it's going to be an easy menu. Oh, and what do we have? Oh, tonight we are having taco soup, which I love. I'm really excited about it. Oh, I'm really excited. Okay. That sounds good. It's like, I don't know. It's like the perfect day for some chili, and it's easy to make. Yeah. I mean, not chili, taco soup. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just stacked those up. I have like all of my baking supplies. I like them on that rack. I think maybe I'll get the snack containers and put them, they're really a lot easier to see here on the bottom. So, and I'm gonna put them in the middle because I don't want it to be behind here where it's hard to pull out. So I'm gonna put that right there. I'm thinking ahead. I'm gonna put the tea back where it was. I keep that in the same place. It was in a good spot because we don't use it all the time. That's nice. And then I have a lot of things that were unopened that need to go back up to the food storage room, which is fine. And also like baking things like sprinkles. I have this edible gold spray. Could you imagine if I just sprayed it in my mouth? I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, so I need to bring that stuff upstairs as well. But you know, that'll free up some space in here. I've got my vitamins that I want to make sure that those are easily accessible. So, I don't know. I'm just going to stick them right there. Stick them right there. All right. What else? My eyes have been very itchy today. What does that mean? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to share this with y'all too. I need to share this with you, what I make. So good for you. This is turning into something else, but it's not. I'm just going to show you this real quick. Love this product. So it's Orgain Organic Superfoods plus probiotics. Y'all know I need some probiotics. I need all the probiotics. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. But anyway, this is just full of superfoods. 50 superfoods in here. And I make it into a drink. And it's delicious. So I need to share that with you one day. Because it's like, especially if you don't like eating your vegetables, this is such a great way to get in your nutrition. It's 40 calories a scoop. And there's 0 added sugar. And it has fiber. Because, you know, we all need some fiber. All right, I'm gonna put that right in front of my vitamins. I feel like I'm doing infomercials as we go. Should I just introduce every product that we have? No. All right, I'm gonna put the pancake mix, and we have some carrot cake pancake mix from Aldi. This stuff, I had a little bite of it. It's delicious. But we keep this. Ellie loves making pancakes on the weekends. So I'm just going to put it up right here. No big deal. No big deal at all. What else? So I pulled out a bunch of spices and I really want those to be more, I guess, utilized on the rack here on the door. I just have to really reorganize this, because it's not enough space. And we have a lot of things in here that we don't need in here, which I'll put in a container and I'll put it in our bathroom. Like we don't take zinc every day, and there's like a huge container. And stool softener. Oh, why are you putting it back in? So it's like, if you know that it's not something you normally need, this is aloe vera gel for burns. I mean, we don't really, I don't want to say that we burn ourselves every day. I mean, we try to, you know, we're trying to be careful. We have a lot of migraine medicine here. So I'll just put one to the side. So that kind of thing. Like, what is this? Oh, that's Joey's medication. Let's not throw away Joey's medication. But anyway, I'm not going through this right now. I'm getting all sidetracked. Okay, so I need to put in, I've got my oils. All right, this is going upstairs. I've got my vinegars. I love some rice vinegar. So I'm gonna put that behind. Okay, I've got my balsamic glaze. Oh, phenomenal. This needs to go upstairs. I never even opened this. Walden Farms Thousand Island dressing. I have to say, it doesn't look good. It looks gelatinous. Oh. Anyway, Smaller things like this sesame oil and liquid smoke. I want to put that on the rack if I can because it's smaller. You know, I don't want it to get lost in the mix. I've got some this can of tuna fish, and I've got a big can of chicken. I use that for my dinner sometimes. So I'll just keep that down here. You know what I should have a bucket for? Some Miracle noodles. And I'm not kidding, because they're kind of like, they fall over, they fall like between the slits here. All right, I'm just gonna put this here for now. I don't know. Let's see. Here's my Miracle noodles. All right, so I usually keep, you know, like 5 at a time. I just keep ordering them because, y'all, they're such a great substitution. Oh my gosh. I got so scared that the clock was gonna tell me I was late. Okay, I'm not. Let me find a container for this Miracle noodle here. All right, I've got this container, and this is a little big. So I'm kind of thinking what else could live in here that, you know, it may be that tuna and chicken, because that's what I eat with it sometimes. Y'all, my kids look at me and my husband, and if I cook, I'll take a bite of it, what they're eating, and then I'll make my own stuff, and they look at my food and they're just like, "You're crazy, Mom. You're crazy." I just really try to eat healthy, y'all. All right, I'm gonna move these in here. This is turning into my section. We have my vitamins, my probiotic drink mix, and now the Miracle noodles. Okay. All right, y'all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call it quits because I have to leave here in less than 10 minutes. And I'm going to figure out some stuff in those 10 minutes, and then we'll get back to finishing it all up. Okay. All right, a few things I'm going to do here. I have this container that had rice in it, and I have like the measurements that I already taped to the lid it's really for any instant rice, white rice. So we just go ahead and pour that one on in there. I don't even know why I'm talking like that. There we go. Nice airtight. And then I do have this bag rice, but I'm just going to sit it on top. No big deal. I have my spritzer that I love for my oil. And I have a little container of oil here. All right, let me lay this over here so I don't get oil everywhere. So we can go ahead and add this to it, and then that takes up, or that makes a little bit more space in the pantry. Oh, and then I have, all right, let me put this back together. Y'all, this thing is so nice. Let me know if you want the link. It just spritzes oil, use so much less, but it also has a function where you can click this button and then it pops open and you can pour the olive oil out as well. I've got a container of black pepper here. Let me grab my black pepper container. This is all from the same thing. So it's not like I'm pouring old pepper into new pepper, if that makes sense. Well, there's Gypsy Moon. She's like, what the heck and Bob's going on down here? Something happened. All right, so now we can fill this up. Oh, isn't it so fun to fill things up and then you just make more room? My excitement, I'll tell you. The things I get excited about, Gypsy Moon. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I have a bunch of containers that can go ahead and go in. I went ahead and I put these items together. So we have granola, dried fruit, because a lot of times we use that with granola or with oatmeal, which is right here. So I thought that those made sense together. So let me turn the camera around and we're gonna start putting things back in the pantry. I really like this part because this is when things start like making big changes like on the counters because it looks crazy. Ellie walked in, she's like, and I was like, it's fine. I'm just in here doing my thing. Okay, so we have a few containers. So we've got the ones with the chocolate chips and the nuts. And for just to start, I'm just gonna place them and just see what happens. I'm gonna put those breath mints, I had them in that glass jar and I moved them to plastic just to be safer, and boy, did that fit perfectly right there when that happens. All right, the protein bars, I'm actually gonna put those in front. No, I'm not. Because I pull my vitamins out all the time and I don't want to do that. I could turn this sideways and then put the protein bars there, and I can easily access. Because when I take my vitamins, I pull the whole container out because there's so many of them. All right, now we have the oatmeal granola dried fruit basket. I'm gonna put that next to the tea. These stickers. Let me take those stickers off. It's gonna bother me. That's okay. I've got this rice here. So rice. I'm just gonna put that here for now. This all might get changed up. I need to at least get it. Oh no, I'm not gonna put that there because I want to put my baking items there. I'm gonna put it up here. I want to put my sugars and my flour in that area. So let's do that next. And it's like all of a sudden the counters start clearing up and it's amazing. All right, we also have that snack bucket. I'm gonna put that here. And then this, and this. Okay, I'm like, is anything else in a container? Oh yes, it is. Okay, so I did this on the side because I didn't want to just be clanking around. I know you can't see me, I'm sorry. Clanking around all the utensils. We had so many utensils that were all over the place. So instead of having them all, we had a bunch of these and they'd all lay down in them, then they just get all over the place. So I do have a few in here that are smaller. And then the utensils that have like long handles on them, I have handles down so you can look. I don't even know where that came from. It was a clip. So you can see everything, okay? We do have our utensil container next to our stove, but I use a lot of different things. So I'm gonna put that, ooh, is it gonna fit? Oh, mercy on my soul. Okay. It happens, y'all, it happens. So it was the rolling pin and this, the little clip broke off these tongs, so they have to be like open all the time. All right, let's see if this fits now. Let's see. All right. This spatula, I can adjust because it's not, I want it to like be perfect. Not perfect. There we go. It was just sticking up too high. You can't even see what I'm doing. It's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in here. So I can just, and I don't want anything in front of this because I'm gonna pull this out. Actually, I could go ahead and put these utensils that we use a lot. I could put that in front. Because like I said, we already have utensils near the stove. So I just need to find a place for the rolling pin and the tongs. You know what I should do is get like a rubber band to keep these closed. Let's see. I do have another one of these containers, but it's like, do you want to have another container just for 2 items? I really don't. And I don't want to lay them on top of the other one because these we need to access because we use these items more. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't just lay the rolling pin in here on the side with the tongs, which is weird, but I think if it works, it works, okay? So, moving on. I think I've got a couple more containers here. All right, remember we had that graham cracker crumb situation, so we're gonna put that there. And then in here are kitchen, gloves, for chicken and food. Okay, so we're gonna put those here. All right, now I feel like the things that we have left we have a lot of spices, but we've got to organize that first. And then I have like syrup and peanut butter. Like syrup I kind of want to put on the rack as well. And I'm going to fast forward me doing the rack because it's just like, that would kind of be like watching paint dry. But I do want to get certain things back in. So I've got 2 different kinds of peanut butter here. This is a really healthy peanut butter. It's called Nutso. You are what you eat. And it's okay. It's super healthy. I like good old Great Value, creamy or crunchy. Are you creamy or are you crunchy? I like either. The only thing I use it on is my when I make sola bread toast, and I just spread a little peanut butter on there. And I do need to eat this kind because it was expensive. It's cashews, almonds, Brazil nuts, flaxseed, chia seeds, hazelnut, pumpkin seeds, and Celtic sea salt. I mean, if that doesn't sound fancy. All right. Now, I want to put these back in. So, do I want them there? See, I'm just thinking about this is going to be moving a lot. So maybe I want to put that here. And I don't like to put things on top of things. No, in front of things unless it makes sense. Like I can grab all these things here. Now I will need to pull out my vitamins and I can easily do that. Because I do that, I'm gonna pull that out every single day. So I'm gonna try to get all these items that you can't see on the counter organized in here, like the syrup, the liquid smoke, the sesame oil, the seasonings. But the things that need to go back in are, okay, here we go. We have some pumpkin spice chai latte mix and this is some Swassel, is that how you say it? Spice blend from the Biltmore in Asheville. They were giving out samples, and Ellie, there was just like no way we couldn't have walked away with it because she loved it so much. So let's actually put that next to the tea because that would make sense. So we can put this, then the pumpkin spice, and then we can add our coffees. I do keep my Nescafe Intense on the counter during the week because I like to have everything set out the night before, because when you get up at 5:15, you just kind of want to like go from one thing to the next without having to, like, I don't know, look for things. I just like to really be prepared. There is barely any coffee in here, but that's okay. We're gonna put that next to the tea and nothing here. I have a bag of self-rising flour. I think I'm gonna put that back up in the market. It is open. I needed it for a recipe and I never use self-rising flour, but I will make sure I know it's there so it doesn't get expired or anything. But we do have I have a couple boxes of things. Let me grab them real quick. These are the things that I want to use sooner than later. These are open boxes. So manicotti noodles and macaroni noodles. These are ice cream cones and they have packages in here that have not been opened yet. So I know that they're still good and they're not expired for a while. So I want to put these up top. And then I'll know that I should do something, you know, in the next few months with the macaroni and manicotti so that doesn't get stale, you know, being in that box. I'm just looking around. I think the last thing, I'm going to show you the counter so you can kind of, I'm going to show you what we were working with and kind of show you where we are now so you get a better idea. So this counter was full of stuff. Now, the counter, all this stuff back here, not including this jar or the candles, sorry, or the fruit, goes upstairs in the market or the food storage room. These are medications and spices, so that's going to go on the door. And then that flour I need to put into the pile to go upstairs in the food storage room. And then this is all spices and stuff that needs to go on the door. We do have the items that we need to add back to the floor of the pantry. But look, I mean, that's a hot mess, isn't it? This was all covered with stuff, and this is all mostly empty containers. Now, I do need to, you know, I'll go through this and organize it. It's just like different things to use for like lunch boxes and that kind of thing. And I will organize that. But this is looking really, really good. It's so fun to get to that like point where everything's almost done. But you see, I still look at this. Look at I mean, I'm telling you, the shelves were, you remember those coin games or you win tokens at arcades where it's like piled up and you put one in and it has the things that try to push things where you try to win the coins and they push the coins off. Okay, if you might know what I mean. Anyway, I felt like that's what this pantry was. Like things were just like, how many things can we add on top before everything gets pushed off? Like it was so full. And this looks fantastic to me. Like most of the things in here are in containers. You know, it's not going to last forever. You have to keep up with it. But boy, is that better, you know, going into the cooking and baking season. So let me take a closer look here. We like to keep the smaller waters, and I need to get a case from the food storage room of the bigger water bottles in here. And we just keep water bottles. And then I use this Premier protein. I use half of one bottle for my protein shakes for during the week at school. And then we have some whey protein here that Joey and Jay's use. So I need to get those organized real quick. Y'all look, I got the protein stuff on the left all organized. The small bottles of water in there, I just need to grab some from upstairs. I'm not going to worry about that right now. The other thing that we keep on the pantry floor are my juices. I get these 0 sugar juices to make with my probiotic drink mix, my superfood drink mix. And then we also keep the white distilled vinegar down here to wash our produce with. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I think that's everything that needs to go in. Let me back it up. Into the pantry, except this needs to get organized. I'm going to just do that. I'm going to just do that, like I said, on my own, because y'all don't need to you don't need to watch all that. All I'm going to do is, you know, toss anything that's trash, and then spices, medicine, drink mixes, and some sauces and stuff like that. Not very exciting, but we might have a little, the trash man just came today, which is probably good to make a room. But we do have a lot of recycling, which is really good. And then, so as you can see, over here, sorry, take your Dramamine, we have storage containers, and over here we have leftover storage containers. So these can get put up in the food storage room. So that's exciting. Very, very exciting, because I don't want to put them back in the pantry. I mean, honestly, sometimes something that makes a big mess are the things that keep items organized. So I want to move those up into our food storage room too. Now listen, y'all, I know that here, let me turn the camera around and talk to you for a second. I know that some people don't have food storage rooms, and I totally get it. Listen, Joey and I, okay, we lived in our first house. Listen, our first house was the same size as our back deck. We have a really big back deck though, but it's not that big. And we didn't have a food storage room there. You know, we had 2 little kids in our bedroom. It was a 3-bedroom house. And so what we did was, well, actually, let me give Joey all the credit he deserves. He was like, what if we take all the linens out of the, you know, like the towel, the linen closet, and put those on the racks in the laundry room. We had the sliding doors, you know, laundry room, but there was a shelf up there. And then he said, how about we use the linen closet as our little first food storage room? And I was like, you're a genius. And that was literally our first food storage room. And then when we moved to the farm, we had a huge food storage room. I mean, you might have seen the videos. It was wonderful. And we have a really big one still, but we get a little bit of a leg workout in this house because our food storage room is on the 2nd floor. So when we do those big grocery hauls, we have such a system that we do. One of us, you know, we have to get everything in here. I have to record it. We have one person running up the 1 flight of stairs, then the 2nd flight of stairs, then there's a table up in front of the food storage room, and it's such a thing. But anyway, what I'm saying is, my whole point was, you don't have to worry about not having a food storage room. I understand you're like, well, I'd have to put that stuff in there, and that's fine too. You know, I'm just telling you what I'm doing with mine, you know? And, oh, Joey's home. Well, folks, are we ready for the big reveal? Here we go. What if I had somebody jump out of the closet? that wouldn't be funny. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. We even have an empty basket at the bottom here just for fun. Wow. This is fantastic. It feels so good. If you organized your pantry along with me, or if you got motivation from it, let me know. Because I think that's so super great. But look, everything is like, I have it set. I mean, everybody's going to be different, but I have it set up. So, ooh, I just thought of something. Hold on. I was going to say, so everything's easily, you know, accessible, but I could actually do a little of this as well. That even looks better. Sorry, I just had that moment. But everything is really easy to get to. And oh, one thing that I did add these were on the top shelf. And when you have a lot of things that are on the top shelf and you can't see what's inside, what I mean by that are storage containers. You can't see the lids. And so like everything gets, you know, you get it out of the dishwasher, you throw it up in the container, but you don't even know like what's happening. And then it's hard to find, you know, pieces and that kind of thing. So I wanted to add this to the bottom shelf. So I'll use these sometimes for the kids' lunches. And these are like little ramekins that I can use in their lunch boxes for like ranch dip if I do baby carrots, which I actually might do tonight because I need to pack their lunches and I need to get this taco soup going. Did I ask y'all, what are you having for dinner? I always love to hear. I love to hear what people are having for dinner. I don't know why. It just makes me happy. But we got this whole door organized here. So we ended up doing spices, medications. Now, this is medications and some spices. It's just how it worked out. It's fine. But I like that there's extra room there, like wiggle room. And down here, we have the spraying oils, the olive oil. We have honeys and oils and syrup. And then these are all drink mixes here. So, except for this. That's perfume. I know that's really, really random, but sometimes, here we go, another Amber story. But sometimes, like, if I'm in a rush and getting ready, like one of the last places I'll come here to grab a water, I'm like, oh, I forgot perfume. And I know that's silly, y'all, but I have Bath and Body Works perfume here, Confetti Dreams, and it smells really nice. Just so you know. Isn't that so funny? Anyway, maybe it's just funny to me because I'm nuts. But yeah, I am so happy with the way that this turned out. Yes, could some of our cabinets get some organization? Sure. Some of our drawers, some of our cabinets, like these definitely could use it. Now these, we're not doing them today. I've got things to do, people. But look at this. Oh my goodness. So what's in here? The sprinkles, I usually keep the rainbow sprinkles down here because we'll use those like for ice creams, that kind of thing. But like open seasonings that I don't use as much, or, you know, baking powder, baking soda, that kind of thing, molasses, agave, you know, whatever, cocoa, toothpicks. But I could do a little organization in here too. Y'all want to see something else scary? If we're going to do it, we might as well do it. Look at the cups just knocked over, just strewn. Oh, you want to see something? Why not? Now, the other one's up here. Oh, the groom is back there. But look, see that bride cup? Bride and there's a groom one back there. Those were my parents from like forever ago when they got married. Isn't that so funny? Look, I got this little lid stand from Temu, and it's still going strong, organizing lids. But it is a wild mess in here. So I could get this better. And then this one, oh gosh, why am I doing this? Look, we just got it. Yeah. That could definitely use some organization. We just have so many stinking cups. I love the 40-ounce cups. And then, but this one I'm proud of. So let's end it on a good note, right? As far as looking into cabinets. Well, the top shelf could use a little love, but for the most part, like this is super organized. This is what we use the most. Stop being so honest, Amber. I totally forgot to mention, if you like this rack, and you would like one yourself, then just let me know and I will send you the link. I got it from Amazon. Let me know what you thought about this video, y'all. Did it give you motivation? Were you like, oh yeah, preseason, pantry clean out. And you got like all pumped up, you know? I hope you got motivation from it. And you know what? Like I said, it was like, oh, we got to get this job done. But I was excited about this one. I knew it was going to take a while, but man, am I excited about it. Like I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at you. You're looking good. You're looking good. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching and sticking around to the end if you did. Listen, we're getting close to Turkey Day. We have the Christmas home decor tour coming up. We have, Temu's going to come out before this video. We have grocery hauls. I had something else on my noggin and I just forgot about it. But anyway, we have a lot of videos coming up. And if you like a variety of videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I really do. I do a lot of different things. But anywho, y'all take care of yourself and we will see you in the next farmhouse table video. Bye. Mwah.